Work on his phone?
I guess.
Alright. Darla?
I'll give 2 months worth of reports since I was here last month. I responded to one accident on 88 who had a dog injury in the vehicle, and transported the dog out to the vet, and unfortunately it had to be euthanized. But just a note to everyone, if you're going to be traveling with your pet, the safest place for your pet is in the carrier from the car. And this dog was on the floor, just kind of sleeping, and had a severely broken leg. Anyhow, in addition to the injured dog, I had 2 strays to pick up right after I got back from my vacation. One ended up testing positive for Lyme and heartworm, unfortunately, and has been transferred to a local rescue. The other is being altered today and will be available for adoption at Montgomery County SPCA very shortly. I had a couple instances of dog barking calls, complaints, same neighbors, same complaints. We'll be probably hearing more about that a little bit later. Doing some delinquent follow-ups with some old licenses that are still outstanding. And my frequent flyer, who used to live in Princetown and has since moved to Schenectady, is still on the loose and still wreaking havoc with the neighbors, and not pleasant. So Stitch is still out on the loose here and there. He's visiting the neighbors, meeting and greeting everybody. But I had
life is good if you're Stitch.
If you're Stitch, yes. If you're Stitch's dad, not so much. But the animal control officer from Schenectady called me during dinner one day, last week or the week before, and he said, "Who owns this dog again?" And I just, I've got the information with my planner, because, I call him so much. So I think he was going to finally be getting rid of the ticket that day. And just for everyone's information, this Saturday is the last Schenectady County Rabies Clinic for 2012, and it will be here at Town Hall. Cats can be vaccinated between 10 and 11, dogs between 11 and noon. If you have any current rabies certificates, bring them with you. Cats need to be in a carrier, dogs on a leash. There really is a very low cost to no cost for this service. I think they're asking for a donation of at least $10, but if your dog license is nearing renewal or is overdue, and you keep saying that you need to get to the vets to update your dog's rabies vaccination, now is the time. Because I have a whole stack of tickets I really like to go through and start writing some, because I have some that are kind of old. But that is this Saturday again, the 13th of October, here at Town Hall, 10 to 11 and 11 to 12. And I don't know how if that's going to impact the workers that are going to be here or not, but I think it's all about out in the parking lot.
I'm going to buy a loan in that. Unless it's raining, but.
Oh, well.
So we'll talk, we'll work out a schedule a little bit. I mean, the hope would be that if they rip the tile up and needed the floor, the concrete, just will air down a little bit, and should happen all the time.
I plan to be here for just a while, although I don't have heated building, so I just, if I need to get in or someone needs to get in, we'll do it.
Have to move. Do me a favor, ask Tim to put an announcement on the website.
I will do that.
Perfect. There's seats up front, ma'am.
Actually, there is a schedule on the website, but there isn't anything on the meet page. I can have you put something on the meet page.
Yeah. There's a couple on there right now, but I think we can put yours up and get George's up. And for the board, only coming to the budget season again, but there's a re-enumeration project that Darla wants to initiate next year, so when the time comes, we'll ask Darla to come in and talk through budget planning. Any questions for Darla? Thank you. Town clerk.
I have no report. You have my paper reports.
Sorry?
You have my paper reports.
All right, kind of skip town council for now, if it's all right. Justice
No, no report.
and supervisor, I have no report. So at this time, we'll open the floor up for public comment. Please, there are no time restrictions, but please be aware that there may be people behind you that wish to speak also.
Is this in addition to the public hearing for the dog ordinance?
I was gonna have a public hearing after this.
All right, then, Pat Bishop, I just wanted to bring to your attention the E-code estimate that I got today. I think I emailed it to everybody. Just to update you, this is a procedure to take all the town's laws and do what they call codification, where they take it all and they basically put it into a format, and it all goes online, where you can actually access this stuff just by a click. They go through all your laws, they make sure they're not obsolete anymore, they update them, they make suggestions for updating them. A lot of the town, over half the towns and villages in the state of New York are on this E-code already. So I had given them our code, and I got a firm estimate for that today, which I emailed to everyone, which I'd like to discuss perhaps at a budget workshop and ask the woman to come in and give a presentation to the town so you can see what they're suggesting we do. And I also like to point out that possibly some or all of the cost for covering that may be available through a state grant, through records management, through the state ed department, which is the same kind of grant I got a few years ago to get the IPS system here. I mean, obviously I can't, guarantee we would get it, but they do have the money available for basically putting your laws into electronic format. So we may be able to get some of that cost covered if we choose to go that route. So I just wanted to let you know that and see if maybe we could schedule time for the woman to come in and talk to us.
You were going to be on the schedule as planning board chair, so.
What's that?
Said you were going to be on the schedule as planning board chair to present your budget to the town board. So
Well, it's not really it's not part of planning. I mean, it's part
I
of
was going to use that opportunity.
general operations, I guess, but, okay.
And then maybe we can work with Gino to help write a grant,
To do what?
to write a grant or look up a grant.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I could use the same, I wrote the grant application for the last one we got, and I'm sure I could, between Gino and I, we could use that as a template and probably put in something very similar.
All right, thanks, Pat. Any other comments? Public comments?
Do I go up there?
No.
Okay. Just a couple things. At the last,
What, we got-
machine will not
Can you step up to maybe stand over there and then speak loudly?
Just because these won't pick it up, we'll keep them back around, I think because the acoustics are back around.
At the last, not this past Thursday, comprehensive plan meeting, because I wasn't there, but the one before that. There were some issues or questions or concern that were raised about the community not being aware, community participation, people weren't, whether it be surveys or mailers, whatever. My thought is maybe we could put a sign out front listing town board meeting, agenda meeting, comprehensive meeting, because we get a lot of traffic down this road, and I just think it would be a little bit more, I don't know, I guess, better for people with awareness as far as what's going on in town, to get better participation in whatever, whether it be these type of meetings, individual meetings like comprehensive plan. That night is when it was closed, the building was closed. And I came in a little bit late, because I didn't know the meeting was still gonna be held, because I had stopped during the week and it had a big sign on the door that said that it was closed. So, I mean, being on the committee, somebody, I think we need better communication. Somebody needs to email or send a text or phone call or whatever, just so that, you know, people on the committee can be here. And that was just, you know, everybody else was here, and had I not driven by, I would not been here either. So it was kind of like, I found out by mistake on my own, you know. So maybe we could have better coordination amongst everybody on the committee to let everybody know what's kind of what's going on.
Okay.
And then it was kind of strange, was there a person here that night from the Gazette? Do you remember?
No, well, no, I mean, I think there was
I
the
don't-
Sykes brothers and then Bob
'Cause I don't
Cole.
remember anybody saying anything that they were from the Gazette.
No, I
But,
don't think there is.
I mean, within like hours, there was an article in the paper the next morning of everything that went on here at the comprehensive meeting, and they kind of just really only quoted here, so they didn't really kind of cover the whole meeting. And there was a couple of comments made during that meeting that the last comprehensive group, the three that I know off the top of my head, Joe, you were on it, I think Pat was on it, there were comments made that, you know, people didn't put their all, or it was, you know, thrown together, or whatever. I mean, everybody worked hard on it last time as well. And I kind of feel like it was a slap in the face for the people that worked on it before, and the new committee. Because everybody's trying to do their best and volunteer their time, and, you know, it shouldn't be looked upon, whether it be the last one or this one, that it's just, you know, thrown together haphazardly and nobody knows what they're doing. I think everybody's really trying to do a good job to put it together. And I think the Gazette kind of slapped us all in the face a little bit as far as that. How did it get the paper if nobody was here? How? You know what I mean?
don't know. So I can appreciate your comments, Lisa. I am not sure what to do about them, but,
I just thought it was kind of a slap in the face for everybody that was on it before, that worked hard on it before, and the committee now. You know, because I think we're trying very hard to put things in place so that it's not, I guess it's always going to be criticized by some, but you're not going to make everybody happy all the time. But the people that are working on it are doing their best and trying to do their best. So, and that's my 2 cents.
all right. Just for the record.
For now.
Just for the record, Lisa, could you just say, announce your name and address?
Lisa Grandy, Jonesbrook Road.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, I got one more thing. I'm sorry. Real quick. As far as the toilets and all that, the flooding, okay. Is somebody supposed to check the building like every day, or is not somebody here every day?
When you say check the building, like security?
Well, is somebody
controls?
here, I guess. Is somebody here every day or not every day, or?
No.
The only reason I say that is because these type of fixtures that are in here, and the only reason I know is because my husband's a plumber. So I kind of take notice.
So you're a resident?
Over the years, okay, of being there for flower. And we do get a lot of calls for these type of fixtures. They malfunction a lot more than I think people realize. They're very sensitive. We have them at work, they're forever. Having maintenance done on them because they're continually running. And there should be a shut-off, an isolated shut-off right underneath it. So that if that happens and we can't get somebody here right away to fix it, you can at least isolate it so that that flood won't happen. So it's, I think it's more malfunction than it's anything else. So that's all my 2 cents for right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One more. I just wanted to respond to Lisa. I'm sorry that there was confusion that night when we thought the building was closed.
Yep.
But as chair, I mean, if I was good to cancel the meeting, I would have let everybody know ahead
But
of
there was a
time.
sign on the door that said
I
it
know
was
that, but
closed.
we have very few really months to get this process done. We're trying to get this done before the end of December, and my feeling was to just go ahead with it. Talking to Mike, the conditions here weren't such that we, had to lose a whole 2 weeks. So, if you have any questions, just call me. And if you think the meeting's not on or might not be on, or if there's gonna be a snowstorm or something, I would certainly let everybody know ahead of time.
All right,
Maybe, well, what my point is that the sign was on the door saying that it was closed, so that would
I
be
understand,
closed all across the
but
board.
again, I will let you know.
all right.
But nobody did let me know,
Let's
that's,
have one meeting, so, thanks Lisa, and thank you. It was a, we'll call it a turbulent time, right? So there's a lot of communication going on, buildings open, buildings closed. We checked with Dan, we had facilities, so, but again, I am absolutely sensitive to the fact that there was some confusion going on, so we will try to hold another public hearing at some point in the process. All right, additional comments from the floor?
I appreciate there's going to be another public hearing. What will be the notice? How will that be going out, the notice? Will there be a sign out front? Will it go out?
It was in the paper, it's a normal process.
Okay.
And we'll ask to put it on the website, we want as much participation as possible, so.
Thank you.
I'll call you last time and say, come on up. Additional comments?
I got a question. Sorry. Now, will those notices go out to just homeowners or business owners?
The
Or is
notice
it
goes
a-
in the paper.
What's that?
The notice goes in the paper,
On the paper, okay.
because that is our official paper. And then I'll ask Tim, as web administrator, to put it on our